Good morning, everyone. We're definitely in the season of Feasts of Mary. Today we celebrate, if we can, Our Lady of Sorrows, and it's no coincidence that occurs on the day after the exaltation of the Holy Cross. It's a time of passion, of sadness, but in fact of strength that we're going through that. We recognize on this occasion the 7 daggers through the heart of Mary that we see, which, if you have a look at Our Lady of Sorrows, it shows 7 daggers, and they represent the 7 sorrows of Mary, not to be confused with the sorrowful mysteries. But the 7 sorrows are the prophecy of Simeon that we'll find in Luke chapter 2, the flight into Egypt, the loss of the child Jesus when Jesus was 12. Imagine the panic in the mind of Mary. I've lost Jesus. The loss, terribly traumatic for her. The fourth one is when Jesus meets Mary on the way to Calvary, on the Via Dolorosa. Then the actual crucifixion, that's the fifth one. The sixth one, Jesus is taken down from the cross. And the seventh, the burial of Jesus in the tomb. Now, you can understand why we would say that Mary went through a tough time with all of those sorrows and challenges. And in fact, for those of you who are familiar with the Stations of the Cross that we say during Lent and most regularly on Good Friday, that we would normally sing the Stabat Mater, which was actually composed particularly for Our Lady of Sorrows. I think there's an intimacy that is associated with this, and perhaps we can find that in our reading today in John chapter 19. Jesus says, "This is your son, and this is your mother." He's talking from the crucifix. This is your son, this is your mother. In other words, he's creating a relationship between John and Mary, and subsequently between ourselves and him. That intimacy, I think, is quite an important thing. There's country and Western singers are very good at coming up with intimacy in songs and so forth. Now, if you really want to listen to some good stuff, there's a song called "In My Daughter's Eyes," composed by a lady, a female, and it's a beautiful song. There's a couple of variations on it. Another one called "Butterfly Kisses," basically the view from a man about his little child growing up. And then another one about a dad who's singing to his daughter on the wedding day, or at least singing to his future son-in-law, saying, "I loved her first." But it's very meaningful. I think the whole thing is in terms of relationship, particularly that exists between a parent and a child. And I think that it's something that we should always appreciate, the intimacy that Christ offers us, and particularly through Mary. May God bless you, and may God keep you safe. We'll see you again. Bye-bye.